Hello everyone, and welcome to Chinese with Pei. I am Pei 老师, and in this video, we're going to kind of go over some word, one more word that has to do with kind of where you're from. We're going to go over a verb, and then we're going to talk about some words that have to do with language. So, go ahead and jump right into that. So the first one has to do with where you're from. So that's how it looks. It is pronounced Warden. Warden. Now, na means which, as in which one. Na. Guo, we know, means country. Ren means people. So, 你是哪国人? 你是哪国人? is one way of saying where are you from, what country are you from, what nationality are you? 你是哪国人? 哪国人? 我是美国人. 我是美国人. So, 哪国人? 哪国人? Okay. So this verb we're going to do has kind of two forms, and it kind of depends on how you prefer to write it. It's good to know both, so that when you see it, it's not like, what on earth is this? Because it literally depends on which font they use. The more you can learn about anything, really, the better off you're going to be with regards to it. And that of course applies to language. So this character will either be written like this or like that. And it's literally just a font thing. It's not simplified or traditional. It's just some fonts put it that way. Some fonts put it this way. So it's good to know both. And just kind of a general rule of thumb is oftentimes this chunk right here, which means moon, will sometimes get turned into this with certain fonts. So if you see this, it's probably just this. So, but anyway, so this word is 猜 means to guess. So if someone asks you, 你是哪国人? You can reply with 你猜, you guess. It's kind of, you can be kind of playful. 你猜. When I was living over there, it was actually really fun for me. People get decent, they're talking to me, and they just keep getting this more and more confused looking. Finally, they go, 你是哪国人? And I'd be like, 你猜? And they could never figure it out, because apparently, I guess, according to them, I don't look American. That's what they told me all the time. But, you know, I'm kind of the typical American mutt, so makes sense. Anyway, so 猜 And that can work for anything, not just like nationality. Like, 猜你是谁? 你猜, like you guess. Or 你猜他是谁? You guess who she is. So 猜. Okay. Now the rest of these words that we're going to go over have to do with language. So I'm just going to kind of list them out. Some of them have simplified and traditional, so I'll just list them all out here, and then we'll talk about those words. So. Okay. So one thing you might notice as you're learning Chinese is sometimes the simplification of a character is simply just in a radical in the character. So for example, this yen, so you see yen, as a character it stays like this, but when it's put to simplified inside of another character, it often turns into this dot squiggle. So it's just a thing you're going to see, and you'll start to pick up on that and be able to kind of figure that out. In my opinion, it's good to know both simplified and traditional. Traditional because for thousands of years they wrote in traditional. Simplified because simplified is the old sectorial script, or secretaries would write in simplified because it would save time. And modernly in mainland China, it's mostly in simplified, so it's good to know both. Anyway, so 画 yu, wen, or if you're in Manchuria, van, and yen. So 画 means words or language. Yu means language again. Wen means literature, culture, or language. And yen means words or sayings. Yu can also mean sayings. So these can be combined in different ways to make various words that mean language. Like 话语 is language. 语言 is language. 语言 means language. 话言 can mean language. That's not a very common one, but occasionally you'll run into that 话言. Yeah. But what's more important about these, and that we kind of want to touch on, is for a lot of languages, especially languages associated with a specific country, you can add most of these. Yen is kind of the rare exception. But you can add most of these to the end of a country's name to get the name of a language if it's associated with that country. And in some cases, if it has 国 in the name, you can drop the 国 and replace it with 语 or 文. It's like 中国, China, 中国 is 中文. We're going to go over some other words for the Chinese language in a later video, but for right now, yeah. You can also do that with English. English, you can call it 英文 or 英语 or 英国话. Going over the word for France, 法国. 法国 can be 法文 or 法语. 法国话. Now, 文 tends to mean more, it's like 中文 is, this is 中文. It's the writing of that language. 语 is kind of it implies more of a general language, whereas 话 is more colloquialisms, or just like the things that people say, the way people say things. So 话, so 中国话 are the languages of China. 中国话, 德国话, 俄罗斯话, 俄文 Russian, and yeah, and you can kind of do that with most languages. While I was living there, I saw a few English schools that instead of putting English on their signs, they put 美语 or 美文, for you can come here and learn American. Now 美国话 can mean an accent or a dialect as well. So 美国话 is completely acceptable. It's the American version of English. 美国话. 加拿大话, the accent of Canada. There's a word that does mean accent, but this can mean kind of a dialect, like a regional dialect, that it just happens to be spoken that way over here in this place. So that's kind of the idea behind these words. Yeah, like you can kind of mix some of these up a little bit. Some you're not going to hear very often, and some just kind of people are going to say, oh no, it's not really a word. But you can kind of mix some of them, like 语言, 语文, 话文, 话语. Yeah. So there's that for you. Well, hope this video was helpful. In a few successive videos, we're going to go over some more words that have to do with language. So if it was helpful, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to invite your friends to learn along with us, because it'll be better for you in trying to learn Chinese to have someone to practice with, to talk about things with, shoot ideas off of each other, and that way it'll help you if you have questions but you don't realize you do, to find those questions. And then, like I've been saying to everybody, if you do have a question, please put it in the comments or message us on Facebook, Twitter, or here on YouTube, or we recently opened up a Tumblr account. So it's Chinese with Pei, just like always. So we'd love to connect with you. We'd love to hear from you. So we'll see you guys next time on Chinese with Pei. 再见.